When you are raising money, names matter. Australian psychologist Adam Alter found that consumers in the United States give significantly more money to a hurricane relief appeal when the hurricane name has the first letter as their given name, and even more money when the hurricane name is the same as their given name. Alter found that the name David, for example, a name shared by 3.5 million Americans, resulted in significantly higher fundraising than the name Joyce, shared by 600,000 Americans, or indeed the name Dorian, shared by just 9,000 Americans. American psychologist Jesse Chandler found that with Hurricane Rita in 2006, people with the name Robert, Ralph, Rose, or some other name beginning with the letter R donated an average of 260% more than people with names starting with letters other than R. These and similar studies suggest that an individual's name and even the first letter of their name can act as a psychological trigger that can be used to encourage a preferred behaviour. A psychological trigger is a stimulus, such as a smell, an image, a feeling, or indeed a sound that triggers a positive or negative behavioural response. The sound of a name is a simple psychological trigger. More complex psychological triggers relevant to marketers include reciprocity, scarcity, commitment, authority, framing, and very importantly, social proof. Emotionally based complex psychological triggers include time, fear, belonging, guilt, and instant gratification. And all of these triggers can have very different effects on consumer behaviour. The hope of instant gratification, for example, can certainly drive sales. No surprise there. Guilt, on the other hand, can retard sales and even more dramatically retard repeat purchase. The hope of belonging is perhaps the most significant potential driver of sales. And fear can be a significant inhibitor of sales, whilst the fear of loss can be a significant driver of sales. Insights? Well, 1. There are many psychological triggers that influence consumer behaviour. 2. Psychological triggers can be highly effective in influencing consumer behaviour. And 3. Psychological triggers often influence behaviour more cost-effectively than general advertising. Recommendations? Embrace the concept of psychological triggers as a marketing tool. Secondly, consider using psychological triggers to influence your target audience. And 3, beware of the potential negative impact of unknown psychological triggers. To find out more, visit www.djohncarlsonesq.com. That's www.djohncarlsonesq.com, or email me, johnc@djohncarlsonesq.com. That's johnc@djohncarlsonesq.com. I'm John Carlson. Thanks for listening.